Hello, my name is Shadley. Welcome back for another episode of Victory as Finland. In previous episode, we managed to get a decent chunk of Africa again over here, slowly colonized, and of course our GDP has been growing very, very rapidly. It's an almost vertical line over there, so line go up, brr, and all that. So we're building out a lot more construction sectors as well, so we can get a whole lot more of our, well, a lot larger portion of our construction done. And also, the private sector might not be complaining constantly about there's not enough construction going on. So we'll try to do a few things about that, at least. Building a bit more, or we're building a second army, essentially. We should also increase our prestige a bit further. Now, we need to get a lot more prestige to be one of the great powers. We need almost 1400 right now. We're not even nearly there. Ooh, Tamil mass immigration for Carnatic Kuopio. Well, I mean, how's the population here? We've got almost 3 million already. We got 7 million in capital and almost 2.5 million in West Karelia. And 500,000 in East Karelia, 400,000 1.6 million in Ostrobothnia as well. Wow. So, yeah, let's just say that the population's been increasing rapidly. And I'm okay with that. One problem, of course, is the literary rate is kind of going down because of that. I can't do too much about it, unfortunately. But the standard of living is still staying above 18. We do need to get above 20 for the egalitarian society, and we need to get the literary rate over 90, which is probably not going to happen. We're still having a bit of a shortage of telephones, of course, since we just switched to the telephone switchboard in our capital for the government administration. But, ooh, building another trade center. There's also a lot of unemployment in here. Well, that doesn't surprise me entirely. There's a lot of industries being built in our capital, mind you. And there's also the motor industry being built good. We do need a whole lot of them. Because if we have a look at the current... oh wow, automobiles, we have a deficit of 1,400. And then for engines it's 1,300. Steel 600. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and just get some more motor industries in here. Let's get that to like at least 40. Also maybe get another 2 automotive industries as well. So let's just say that our capital is starting to be rather industrialized at this point. Oh, France is expanding some steel mills as well. Oh, there we go. Thank you, France. And we just hit 110 million GDP. We're number 14. Let's actually have a look at the literature again. So, oh wow, we've overtaken France in GDP. Wow, France has actually lost a whole lot of GDP recently. Like, they were 120 million some time ago, like, I guess before the turn of the century. And then this has lost a whole lot of GDP, and they're slowly... well, they're growing at a decent speed. I think not quite the speed as we are right now. The next one on the list is overtaking Scandinavia. That's going to take probably a little while. Also, Britain's got almost a 1 billion GDP. That is just huge. But looks like the standard of living 18.5 is not too bad. Literary rate is actually probably drifting downwards right now. But with the GDP increasing, we'll still be mostly fine. Oh, we're getting some power plants now. And then, of course, all the universities that we start building. So the innovation is going to be at least a decently increased, hopefully. But the foreign powers that... oh, more automobile industries. Right, okay, that's fine by me. Confederates are building some of that, at least. We're getting the barracks. I do actually wonder down here. So how much do we have already on the army? We got 9 battalions. It'll be 20 once it's all done, but of course they're currently hiring. It shouldn't take too long though. But we almost have a border with the British Congo now in the equator. At least our colony is growing fairly quickly. I do actually wonder, are Bangala give... no, they only give the colonization rights to us. Oh. So that means that we're going... oh, Kazakh mass immigration to our capital. Alright then. So, yeah, the population is starting to be quite a mixture in here. The Finns do still make 4 million in our capital. So it's over half of the population in there. It might not be quite as good ratios in the rest of the states, quite frankly. But, yeah, at least in our capital it's decent. Oh, wow, the Finnish are no longer the majority in East Karelia. On the Kola Peninsula for that matter. But I suppose we didn't have the majority in there at any point. But yeah, that's good for the population. We've got 18 million already. And descendants break ranks. Oh, dear. We can afford paying a little bit, I think. So it's minus 10% only. Oh, well, there we go. How a lot of Kazakhs moving in. So how's the universities coming along? They are. Still going to take a little while. Also getting another power plant in Lower Congo, which is probably going to help a little bit down there. Continent opportunity. Poland having moved to Finnish Congo, hoping to build a new life in Finland's new African territories are struggling to survive in the unfamiliar environment. Okay, so we can pay for 5 years, almost £28,000 a week. Or we can... Oh, it's only 10 bureaucracy. That's easy. Or colonic growth. Yeah, I think we're just going to spend 10 bureaucracy. That doesn't seem to be very balanced, admittedly. I think the bureaucracy cost should probably be also increased by the size of your economy and all that. A bit like the cost of money. Because 10 bureaucracy at this point is nothing. Ooh, the artillery foundry down here has been built. So I suppose that it might be profitable. At least in the long run. Right now, maybe not fully, but that's alright. Now, let's have a look at the potential countries to invite. I think there's still no one willing to join in. No matter how much we try. I mean, I suppose there's a lot of nations that we just don't have enough influence over. But at this point at this point in game, the factions have kind of carved up a lot of the world anyway. So there's not too much I can do about it. Oh, but there's a lot of electric industry. Oh, right, but these are the electric industries in India that are built right now. I don't suppose there's been more built in our capital yet, other than the 5 that we have queued up. No. But that is still going to be basically doubling or actually more than doubling the production then. So that will probably get us to at least 9, well, it's actually definitely going to be 900, probably close to 1,000, if not already over 1,000 at that point, on the electric industry, so that's going to be decent. Looks like the GDP growth has kind of stalled for a little while here. Of course, we're building so many universities, so that's going to cause some issues in... Well, actually, no, it's not already all 112 million now. Oh, there's quite a bit of stall. Yeah, okay. Graduated taxation is probably not going to pass quite yet. We've still got about a year for the Grand exhibition. Well, a year and 3 months. We've got 500,000 radicals, 6 million loyalists though, so it's still about 1/3 of the population are loyalists, which is quite nice. Actually, Sulu. I know that it's over here in the Indonesia, or Philippines, technically speaking. Well, that's the revolt in there. Right, so over here. Oh, you're part of the Dutch market, so... Oh, right, you are a subject of the Netherlands. Never mind, I was hoping that we could maybe get some easy invite into the faction. But in the meanwhile, there's a whole... Actually, is there still... No, they're no longer complaining about the lack of construction. Well, that's good. I mean, the investment port is still growing quite a bit. It's already back to 17 million, actually. There's a lot of unrealized taxes, actually. Where's that? Oh, in Corpia. Oh. I'll start using some telephone switchboards there, then. And that might... yep, that fixes it. Now, we could potentially soon enough form up the... Finnish Congo. I don't know if we need to do that quite yet, but we might do that at some point in the not too distant future. Because that would actually increase... Oh, yeah, that would probably increase this literary rates and all that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, bureaucratic imbroglio. Okay, we'll take the extra time. Because we don't want to go back to 0% there yet. Or down to 0% there yet. But yeah, so I think... We're not going to form up the... Congo here quite yet. What we'll do is we'll at least complete the equator. I'm pretty sure if we have a look at the colonial administration... Actually, no, we can't do that yet because we're still colonizing on... Oh, North Caucasian immigration to West Karelia. Alright then. So even more people moving in. We've got almost 19 million already. And the population growth just hasn't slowed down since we got the multiculturalism. It's kind of easy to see when we got that law, admittedly. Because it's more than double the... Well, about double the population since then. Oh, British Congo improved relations. I mean, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think once we form up the... I don't know if the... I suppose it probably does factor in the incorporated states. Oh! Okay, so that's incorporated states, 72%. Right, so it won't actually improve the numbers directly. But that way we can at least have a nation in our... Oh, there we go, electrical capacitors. So, let's go ahead and switch the power plant over here. We did already do that already, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay. So, textile mills. Switch to the electric sewing machines. And also automated power looms. So that reduces the workers needed. There's a lot of unemployment right now. But that's going to get sorted out soon enough. We might... I don't know if we want to do that everywhere yet. Do we actually need to get some more elastics? I mean, we could get maybe the craftsman's doing, so we'll have a bit more luxury clothing. But it's not going to be quite as bad of an impact, and then we'll get the automated power looms. And also we'll do that over here in West Karelia. That's probably the only state that will do this right now. I guess over here we'll just keep the non-luxury clothing as well. On there, so that's good. Okay, that did actually drop our GDP slightly, but I reckon overall it's going to be a decent increase in due time. Also, I suppose it does also mean that the power plants will have a bit... Oh, actually, yeah, let's get the coal power plants in there. That's going to allow us to get a whole lot more power throughput, which then lowers the price, of course, and then makes the textile mills be more profitable. Oh, and one of our generals just died. We'll get the trade unions in power again. Actually, I do wonder, are the armed forces are not part of any group yet? Okay. I think we'll probably be having election season soon. Been a while since we had elections. Oh, yeah, there we go. We've got a border with the British already. And I think both sides are colonizing fairly quickly. They are getting, yeah, 76. For us, it's actually less. So we are colonizing faster in this particular state. But they'll still probably get at least one more tile, at least two probably, and then we'll get the rest of it. Speaking of which, though, how's the... There's a bit more agriculture available. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Oh, now, right, that's the electric industries that we started building in our own nation. Or with the government construction. So those are finally getting completed, hopefully. And that's then, of course, going to increase the amount of telephone production drastically. Oh, there's another 5 queued up. Oh. Okay, I didn't queue up the 10, did I? No, so there's the private sector or someone else is building them. Oh, it's probably someone else. Oh, automated bottle blowers. There we go. So we can actually go... Ooh. Let's have a look. The class works. If we go for that one... So there's a bit more engines, tools, and oil. But also reduce the laborers by quite a bit. I'm probably going to actually... Let's put in this on all of these textile mills. But then the glass works. If we go for this one, that's going to reduce... I don't know, probably quite a bit. The oil demand is going to be quite high. And it's probably going to be a bit of extra unemployment and all that initially. But then they'll be able to get into some, hopefully, better paying jobs in the not-too-distant future. Oh, yeah, there's 77,000 unemployed right now. That's a decent bit. Yeah, it might be having a bit of impact on the GDP, briefly. Public address goes over... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's go for the 0, and then we'll, yeah, get the legislative failure. That resets it back to 21%. There we go. The electric industries are underway. What are we building actually after that? So the motor industries, some automotive industries. We might also go ahead and get some more steel mills in. Oh, there's a lot of steel mills being built in here. Canada oil, oh, not oil, iron mine over here in Oulu. That should help a little bit. We've got standard living at 19.2. That's not too shabby. 19.3 and increasing, presumably. Also, I suspect... Oh, yeah, there's a whole lot of trade centers being built right now. I suppose there's a whole lot of trade needed. Ooh, and right, British East Africa is colonizing East Angola. So they're colonizing down here somewhere, right? I suppose this is the same state? Yeah. They're over there in the corner. Meanwhile, there's a little bit more colonizing to do on Equator. Then we'll have that. I don't know if we'll have the majority of it, admittedly. But we will have a good chunk of it, nonetheless. Also colonizing over here in Lower Congo. But I don't think we're the only ones colonizing there, are we? No, that's the Portuguese... Portuguese-Congolese Lower Congo. Right. That's not confusing at all. Right, looks like our GDP growth has kind of stalled right now. I suppose we're changing a lot of the production methods. Probably did most of that. But the population is 19.4 million. 19.5. So that's just insane growth in there. And since we've got still about, what, 12 years of time before we run out of the game time. So within that time, we should be getting, even without any more mass immigration, should be hitting at least 22 million population. I do actually wonder. On the ledger, so in GDP, we are... Oh, Scandinavia's GDP has dropped down even further. Okay, so we might be able to catch up to them in due time. Population-wise, we have already overtaken Scandinavia. We're almost caught up with Australia, actually, and then Dutch East Indies after that. Yeah, and then Netherlands, Korea. We've got a decent population. Standard of living, we are number 6. Almost. Okay, so we're battling with Canada right now. Who does have a lot higher GDP, but also a lot larger population, admittedly. I suspect that we'll probably be able to surpass them, at least to some degree. Not necessarily in GDP directly, or... I don't know actually about standard of living. We probably will. Oh, right, someone got exiled. Yes, we've got a decent bit of things queued up in here. I'm going to go ahead and probably... Oh, actually, do we have the power plants in? Yeah, let's get the coal-fired power plants in here. That's going to reduce the electricity price even further. And we'll also get the 2 more motor engines in Kuopio, because we will be getting the electric railways in 12 months. Speaking of which, oh, it's the conveyors that are spreading right now. Okay, that's actually good, because that's going to allow us to reduce workforce demand even further, which means that with the same population, we can work even more factories. Now, it's going to have some other demands in there, like I think it's tools and... Let's actually have a look. Oh, a bit of oil as well, and tools and electricity. Yeah, so that's slightly unfortunate, but we'll probably be able to live with that. When we got... Yeah, closing up on 20 million already in population. So I suppose within the last 10 years, we have doubled our population. And it's not slowing down. Well, there we go, back to almost 11 million GDP. So we did peak at 113 million at one point. Death and taxes. Oh, who was this? Oh, it's a politician of the trade unionists. Okay. I'm going to take the plus 10% success chance, but minus 20% enactment time. So at least we'll be able to get forward with that. What's the trade unionist leader now? Democrat. Okay. The election season has at least started. Well, popularity contest. Ah, right. We'll support the Labour Party right now to make sure that they can get a larger portion of the vote as possible. Oh, right, the armed forces joined the Finnish party. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, colonizing equator completed. Righto, let's go ahead and start colonizing down here further into Kasai. And then I guess this state, I mean, yeah, there's a bit of peasants in there actually. There's a lot of rubber plantations that we could probably build. We don't own most of these buildings ourselves, mind you. It's a lot of other nations that have been building these. We've got 6 more months for the Grand exhibition. And there's more electric industries about to be completed. Actually, how many levels are there still? Yeah, there's still 5 more being built. That was about to be completed, and that's going to be a decent increase in the electronics total. Which I suppose there's still a huge demand in the world market. Well, sizable demand in the world market. So we could potentially... I suppose there's also quite a bit of demand in our own market. But the price is dropping right now. We could probably go ahead and get some more production over here in, like, West Karelia, maybe? Get that to level 5, for example. Bourgeoisie fears. To avert the fears of the upper class with regards to potential Finnish Labour Party government, carry out a series of meetings with wealthy influentials, stressing the importance of reforms still adhering to Finnish values. Reform against revolution. The momentum for the Finnish Labour Party. Yeah. We'll support that. So that's now 42% of the votes. That will, oh, British Congo is also colonizing Katanga now. Well, I suppose there's a bit of a competition. Wait, Katanga? Oh, hold on a minute. Down here. Are they starting to colonize from the top somewhere? It doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, our colonies are growing. Is there? Oh yeah, there's a room for some plantations in here. I'm gonna get a tea plantation actually in here built already. And one more tea. We've got another tea plantation actually being built already. But that way we don't need to import quite as much stuff. For the domestic demands. Oh, Lucas still hasn't joined the Italian state. Okay. Right, well, you do you. You do you. I do actually wonder, are there any countries that would be even close to joining in? I guess not. Ah, right, the leverage. I don't think we have positive leverage on anyone yet. Ivory Coast would be probably fairly close. Oh. Wait a minute. I can't improve relations with you. Because I don't have enough points for that. Never mind. Would you be willing to... No, you're not willing to take the embassy either. Although, if I give you embassy and then guarantee you independence, maybe, and give you some military assistance, and take on your debt, that would be enough to get us to 77% chance. And it invests its rights as well. There we go. Commentary article. I guess we'll take a small hit on the standard living there. Aha, there we go. So we got the declaration done. So Ivory Coast, I suspect that our influence over you is starting to increase. Oh yeah, it's going to be increasing drastically. Yeah, British Empire's influence is going to go down, and our influence is going to be overtaking them, but it's not going to be quite sufficient to invite them into the faction yet. Now, I do actually want to... Oh, right, so we could actually establish Congo now. I'm going to let them actually... Or I'm going to continue colonizing at least the lower Congo still fully. And then after that, we can maybe form the colony and let them do the colonization for the rest of the way. Fruitful endorsements. Right, so the Finnish party is going to get a whole lot of momentum. Do I want to support the industrialists? Not necessarily, it's just to give them momentum for the time being. But there we go, almost 20 million population already. Or the GDP is still hovering around 112 million, 113 right now. We're getting, of course, a lot of motor industries and automotive industries and things like that. A lot of industries that are quite profitable, I would say. So overall, we'll probably be doing pretty good. We've still got 18 million gold reserves, so even though we're technically speaking losing money, we're building so many things that the private sector is then buying off from our hands. So we're actually roughly equal in terms of investment pool and our gold reserves right now. Like, the investment pool is slightly higher, because it's going up and our treasury is slowly drifting downwards. It's not going to be too bad, I reckon. Of course, we could always just increase the taxes if need be. Or reduce some of the other upkeeps in here and be totally fine. We're currently trying to pass the graduated taxation law, though. Forced democracy. Ah. Sure, we'll support the Labour Party even further at the cost of the momentum for the Finnish party. So, it's they're still going to be getting about half the votes. Labour Party is going to get about 44%. So I'm hoping that we can maybe keep the Labour Party in power for the time being. Oh. Right, we got another mass immigration to our capital from Netherlands, which I'm gonna guess it's probably from one of the colonies, probably. Let's have a look. Kuma culture. Yeah, it's definitely an African culture. Right, graduated... Oh, there we go. We've got another... Yeah, we got to study now on the graduated taxation. There's still a decent chance of stalling and all that, so it's not necessarily going to be all that great, but we'll see. We've got quite a few things still in the construction queue as well. Well, the private sector's also got quite a few things. It's mostly now in our own nation as well, which is quite nice for the GDP. Pressing issues. I'm going to support the Finnish Labour Party. And Gujarati mass immigration from Baroda to Kuopio. I mean, that's fair. And, yeah, 30 days for the election. Oh, it's going to be equal amount of votes, most likely. I wonder if we can get the People's Party and Finnish Labour Party in the same government. Oh, Zeppelin's unlocked. Oh, and now on the skyscraper we might be able to get the little boost in there, which I believe it gives us prestige. Yeah, it's 10 prestige. It's not a huge amount, but I suppose it still keeps us above the limit of dropping below anytime soon. I mean, we've got nearly 1,000 now total, so it's not too bad. But I don't think we'll be getting to a... great power anytime soon. We're major power, but that's about it. And there we go. We hit 20 billion. We've still got more than one in 3 in our population are loyalists. And then a fairly small amount of radicals. Literacy rate is still kind of drifting downwards, I think. Although, if we factor in all states, we are number 8 in the literacy in all states. Ooh, Austria improving relations. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, and the Luxembourgs are having a anarchist role in there. Right then, how's the Ivory Coast doing? Our leverage is still not quite high enough, but it is growing. And I don't suppose they would be willing to give us the... No, we got the embassy in there, didn't we? Yeah, we got the embassy in there. And the election's over, so the Finnish party is still the biggest one. So, yeah, that's the leading party. Oh, we could actually get the intelligentsia into the government and increase the legitimacy slightly. So I'll do that. And we've got at least one... Oh, right, Petit Borger's got 2 agitators in there. I wonder if that's actually going to increase the success chance for the graduated taxation. No, not really. Well, not too much I can do about that, quite frankly. But... we are now almost 115 million in GDP. So we are... Oh, we've overtaken Scandinavia. We're nearly there, overtaking Netherlands as well. After that, it's going to be Australia. So Australia's managed to increase their GDP a bit further. I think, oh no, it was the population that we were battling with them earlier. So we've overtaken them in population, and we might be overtaking them in GDP soon enough as well. Especially with the amount of engines and cars and all that we're increasing in production for. Oh yeah, there's a huge amount for cars. Okay, I think what we need to do is just start mass producing the automotive industry. So we'll get another 5 automotive industries and another 5 motor industries. And maybe just for good measure, we'll get another steel mill there as well. That's just going to be something that will focus on increasing the production overall, because those are going to be very profitable. It's going to increase our GDP drastically, and we can corner the market a bit more. I mean, we won't be the leading producer of either one of those two, most likely. But we are leading producer in wood and paper now, or number 2 on those. And of course, fine arts telephones were number 2 as well. So we're starting to get a lot of, an Orient mass migration from Patna to West Karelia. Ah. Where's that? That's part of the Steadfast Union. Right, India, right. I'm getting, a whole lot of power plants again. I'm not building all of them in our nation, mind you, but there's still a lot of them being built. Oh, there we go, gold reserves are nearly at 12 million again, because we're building so many things that are getting purchased. Oh, Tripolitania is improving relations. Well, that's rather handy. I do actually wonder, Tripolitania, could you, or would I be able to get you... Well, no, you're not unaligned, or you are rather unaligned right now. The embassy, it's unlikely that we'd be able to get that. Unless we give it, alliance. I mean, that could work. A guarantee of independence would also be very much approved. Of course, our military is not all that massive. I do actually wonder, so the power block, so our cohesion has gone to 28 now. The mandate process is still quite tiny. And I do wonder, on the leverage... Anyone on the positive side yet? I guess not. No, Ivory Coast is probably the closest one to be positive. Everyone else, we just do not have the leverage at all. Can we have more? No. Okay, we can't have more interest on the side, but that's alright. So, we've got less than 2 weeks for the Grand Exhibition. I am looking forward to that. That should give us a lot of prestige, actually. Because we've researched a lot of technologies. And our country rank has been pretty good. We haven't gained a lot of infamy during that. The greatest exhibition. Okay, for 5 years we get 100 prestige. That's not too bad. So we're now number 12 in terms of prestige. We got 1100 total. Up in the air. Strom Airship has been selected as this very special venue for an upper class ball. The most distinct members of the nation have expressed their opinions on this grandiose machine. Such a shameful eccentricity. This is Scouting War Machine, so army offends, goes up, or petty bourgeoisie and industrialists get more attraction and approval. And but getting a bit of approval from those could be handy. Or 25% trade capacity. I'm going to get the trade capacity. That's going to be pretty good for our economy as well. And there we go, 190 million GDP. Now we're number 13. Who did we overtake? I guess the Netherlands? So Australia's next with 6 million difference. Yeah, I think we can get there. Oh, law setback. Well, that's unfortunate. Now I have 2 setbacks. I don't know if we'll pass this law then. I mean, if we don't, it's not going to be the end of the world. It would be nice to have, but it's not something we desperately need. Oh, British Congo is fighting Luba. Down here. But yeah, our colonies are growing fairly quickly. I know that if I turn them into their own colony, or if I turn Congo into its own colony in here, that might cause some issues. We've got, 120 million GDP now. That is a lot. Oh, we've got some people moving in here as well. I suppose it shouldn't take too long for the Lower Congo to be completed. We might be actually closing off the Portuguese colony over here from growing much further. Yeah, because they are not growing very quickly. They need another 1600 days. That's going to be way too slow compared to us. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that the colony would inherit the malaria prevention as well, so they should be able to colonize fairly quickly still. Let's form Congo. Finnish Congo. We'll have the Finnish Congolese company, I suppose, take care of that. So it's a chartered company. Mine and plantation throughput. Industrialist loses... Oh. Either get colonist ideology. Sure. Wait, you're no longer part of the... Oh, come on. Wait, actually, I think they might still be part of the... Yeah, they are. It's just changed the name, so it changed that. Weekly change. Yeah, it's going towards 21 right now. Actually, no, it's going upwards now. Towards 43. Oh. So we're getting the mandate slightly faster, at least. We've got 2 members. I suppose they did inherit the army as well, didn't they? Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and disband this army, I guess. Because we don't need it anymore. Get the extra general in there in our own army. So, standard of living is now almost 20. Literary rate hasn't just really started improving yet, but I suppose it's alright. And the market now still has, of course, the colony stuff in there. So, we're still getting the benefits, but less of the... Oh, right, okay. So, they're not growing quite as quickly, although... In Kasai, they are going to get another section here shortly. So I do actually wonder, Finnish Congo, how much do they have population there? They've got 2.8 million. It is growing. It's not necessarily growing very quickly, but it's growing. So it should be fine. We did go down a little bit in terms of population and GDP as well. But that's fine, but we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.